With around 200 countries and more than 7.5 billion people, the world is full of interesting, fun, and fascinating people, places, and things. Hungry for more facts about the world and its ever-growing population? Get ready to get some interesting facts about the Earth's past, present, and future. No matter where you go, it's comforting to know you can always enjoy a Coca-Cola. Well, almost anywhere. While this fizzy drink is sold practically everywhere, it still hasn't, officially, made its way to North Korea or Cuba, according to the BBC. That's because these countries are under long-term U.S. trade embargoes. The world's total population is more than 7.5 billion. And obviously, that number sounds huge. However, it might feel a little more manageable once you learn that if every single one of those people stood shoulder to shoulder, they could all fit within the 500 square miles of Los Angeles, according to National Geographic. Yes, of course, the entire world's population could fit inside Los Angeles. You might think twins are a rarity, but they're becoming more common than ever. From about 1915, when the statistical record begins, until 1980, about 1 in every 50 babies born was a twin, a rate of 2%, writes Alexis C. Madrigal of The Atlantic. Then, the rate began to increase. By 1995, it was 2.5%. The rate surpassed 3% in 2001 and hit 3.3% in 2010. That means 1 out of every 30 babies born is a twin. Chili is one of the hottest things to eat. Besides, the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you. The weapons-grade dragon's breath chili pepper is so hot it's downright deadly. If you ate one, it could potentially cause a type of anaphylactic shock, burning the airways and closing them up. In 2017, the European country welcomed 86.9 million people. However, France is a beautiful country, filled to the brim with delicious wines, scrumptious cheese, and tons of romance. So it's no surprise that more people want to visit France. Besides, more people visit France than any other country in the world, according to the United Nations World Tourism Organization. Silence is golden, as they say. And while it may not be worth quite as much like jewels and gold to most people, it certainly was the primary goal for those who built the quietest room in the world. The world's quietest room is located at Microsoft's headquarters in Washington State. In this room, all sound from the outside world is locked out and any sound produced inside is stopped cold. It's called an anechoic chamber because it creates no echo at all, which makes the sound of clapping hands downright eerie. For simplicity's sake, most of the more than 200 countries in the world use the metric system when describing things like length or mass. However, there are 3 countries that stand out: Liberia, Myanmar, and the United States in the world that don't use the metric system. People who live in Mamunkyakamparangkuntjunya Hill, Australia, need a little patience when it comes to learning to spell their hometown's name. But, the longest place name on the planet is 85 letters long, which is This 1,000-foot hill near the township Parangaho holds the Guinness World Record for the longest place name with 85 characters. Because of how difficult it is to pronounce, even locals shorten the town's name. Locals call it Tomada or Tomada Hill. Every second, we welcome 4 new babies into our overall population. Do a little math and you'll find out the cutest fact. According to the Ecology Global Network, there are approximate 13.4 million births in each year, 360,000 births in each day, 15,000 births in each hour, 250 births in each minute. This means there are around 4 babies are born every second on Earth. The coldest temperature ever recorded was 144 degrees Fahrenheit. You might think you're accustomed to frigid air and blustery winds, but the average winter day has nothing on the coldest day ever recorded, which was -144 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature was recorded in Antarctica during a span of research between 2004 and 2016. Just a few breaths of air at that temperature would induce hemorrhaging in your lungs and kill you. Earthquakes can range from minor tremors that are barely noticeable to building toppling ground shakers that cause massive destruction. But it's an inevitable part of life for those who live in countries such as China, Indonesia, Iran, and Turkey, which are some of the most earthquake-prone places on the planet. However, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, Japan records the most earthquakes in the world. There are around 4 quadrillion bacteria on Earth. Not all bacteria are bad. In fact, some of those itty-bitty biological cells are actually good for us and aid the world in various and complex ways. And that's nice to know, considering there are around 4 quadrillion individual bacteria on our planet, according to NPR. People who are currently alive represent about 7% of the total number of people who have ever lived. Here's another world fact to keep in the back of your mind. According to the Population Reference Bureau, since the time Homo sapiens first hit the scene 50,000 years ago, more than 108 billion members of our species have been born. And a large chunk of that number is alive right now. According to the Bureau, the number of people alive today represents a whopping 7% of the total number of humans who have ever lived. Muhammad is thought to be the most popular name in the world. Step aside John, James, Mary, and Jane. The most popular name in the world is believed to be Muhammad. According to The Independent, an estimated 150 million men and boys around the world share this name. The popularity is thanks to a Muslim tradition of naming each firstborn son after the Islamic prophet. Some countries are hundreds of years old, while others can trace their nation's history back for thousands of years. But South Sudan in North Africa just gained its independence from Sudan in 2011, which currently makes it the youngest country in the world. Enjoyed the video? Then hit the like. Wanna enjoy more videos? Then subscribe to JustBe. We'll see you in next video. JustBe, let it be.